What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Chris, this is Watch Chris, and today we're going to be talking about a new release from Seiko that was very recently announced. It is a reinterpretation of their first dive watch from 1965, the 62 Mas. This is the 20 Mas. This is the smaller version of the 62 Mas, and they have made some significant upgrades to this watch, and we'll go through all of the details in just a few seconds. Before we do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, all of that good stuff. I very much appreciate it, and it is very helpful for the channel. So here on Watch Chris, I like to talk about Seiko a lot, and I always talk about their prices slowly creeping up, and of course, QC issues that they usually have, and there are a few other items that I bring up here on the channel that sort of bother me about Seiko. However, there is one thing I can always say about Seiko. They are constantly trying to update and do new things with their watches. Specifically watches like the 62 Mas, which are very, very popular. There's tons of different sizes, tons of different colors, materials, textures, you name it. So they're constantly doing things to update these watches. And today we're getting an updated 20 Mas. Basically, this is a 40mm version of the 62 Mas. It's getting an updated dial, an updated movement, updated lugs and bracelet. So a lot of work has gone into this watch. We'll start with the dial. They're saying this is the most legible dial that they have put into a 62 Mas. They have changed the position of the date. They have now placed it between the 4 and 5 o'clock position. It's a small circle and it is color match. That frees up the 3 o'clock index to be an actual index and be filled with Lumibright. And of course, they have filled all of the indices and hands with Lumibright, and usually they are very, very bright. So that is the first major change that they have done to this watch. The second is the 6R55, getting an increased power reserve of 72 hours, which is a little bit higher than the previous model, which is really good. Obviously, any more power reserve is always very welcome. And then one of the bigger items here, this is now a 300-meter dive watch. So this is going up from 200 meters. This is one of the first Prospect models that gets 300 meters of water resistance. That is not a saturation diver. So that is actually pretty good. 300 meters, obviously very welcome. They've also updated the lugs here. They've updated the bracelet slightly. They're saying that is for comfort, so you have slightly shorter lugs. Now the lug to lug is 46.4 millimeters. You're getting a 13 millimeter thickness. That's including the sapphire crystal. And of course, the watch diameter is 40 millimeters. So this is actually a very nicely sized watch, and I think a lot of people will be very happy with this. It kind of almost reminds me of a Black Bay from Tudor. I know a lot of people already compare the 62 Mas to the Black Bay, but now this is in that size range as well. I think a lot of people will be looking at this as an affordable alternative to the Tudor Black Bay. There will be 3 different versions of this watch. There is the SPB451, that is the blue dial variant. It gets a sunburst blue dial. Then there is a black dial variant, that is the SPB453. And then there is a special edition. This is not a limited edition, it is a special edition. This gets a gray dial, it's a gray sunburst dial with some gold accents, so gilt tone indices and hands, and that is the SPB455. So the prices on here are a little bit different. For that special edition, it is $1,400. For the non-special editions, the blue and black dials, those are $1,300. So these are very good looking watches, and the pricing isn't too crazy. $1,300 for a watch with 72 hours of power reserve, 300 meters of water resistance, and it's made by Seiko. I think the one thing that these watches are still missing is on-the-fly micro adjust. I'm not sure when Seiko is going to get on the game with that. There are too many brands offering on-the-fly micro adjust at this price, and if they really want to compete, I think they need to consider doing something about that. It's just a good-looking, straightforward tool watch. And really, what's not to like about that? Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of the new size, the 6R55, the upgraded movement with 72 hours of power reserve, and the upgraded water resistance to 300 meters? Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Anyways, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.